Today is 359 day that I come here to share lessons that I learn and I'm learning, and I hope those lessons will support your growth to become the person that you want to become. And today I want to start from the statement that we always need to start and first do the things that we committed to before we do the things that we want. We always need to start and first do the things that we committed to before we do the things that we want. It's such an interesting saying, because we need to learn how to work on our commitments. Because I find that a lot of times when a lot of changes happening in our lives, that could be used as a fuel to move us forward and really work on our commitments, or we are moving to excuses. Because it's easy to use excuse as change to stop doing on your commitment. Because I truly believe that a lot of times people who start not working on your commitments during changes, they are always was looking for way out and quit and looking for that quit button, but they didn't have justification. Now when then some changes happening in their life, now they finally have the justification and they're able to quit and say, okay, I'm in some changes, I don't have my mind space, I don't have my time, I'm not able to work on my commitment. But do you want to be proud of your choices, or do you want to be proud of your circumstances? And I truly believe that you want to be proud of your choices. So we need to start working on commitments. And I find a lot of times people do not make any commitments at all. And why is that? Why people do not make commitments? And people do not make commitments because they do not believe that they will follow it through. So that means that if you don't believe that you will follow through, that means that you have very low self-esteem and low self-confidence. So I truly believe that the best way to increase your self-esteem and increase your self-confidence is by making commitments, is by making sure that you are following through on your commitments. So that means if you never do any commitments, I highly recommend to start from very small commitments that you know that you will be able to make no matter what. So when we make a small commitment, and this could be a small step, but in a first view, but it could be a huge step in a long term. So that means when you start working on that small commitment, you boost your self-confidence, boost your self-esteem, and now you're able to make bigger and bigger and bigger commitments. So now when you make commitment, now you start to understand that because you made a commitment, now you need to act first on your commitments and not on all the things that's going around. Because when you look into our schedule and to-do list, especially high performers, people who do a lot of things, I truly believe that they need to subtract, not to add into their plate. So that means when you're going for a lot of changes, people quit every commitment they have. But what I truly believe is that changes a lot of times is a very good thing, because you have the ability to reflect which commitments are the most important. Because I truly believe sometimes people have even too much commitments. So that means, okay, we'll review, reflect on your commitments and say, okay, this is not important, this is not supposed to be a commitment. And then you have those 1, 2, 3, it depends how much time you have. So maybe you have one main commitment that you will be able to do no matter what. So when you follow it through on that one commitment, I truly believe that changes will be a good times. Because I truly believe that people are afraid of changes because they fall out of their routines. But when you know that will be one thing, that keystone habit that you always have, and you follow it through on your commitment, you are not afraid of changes anymore, and you seek the change, because know that during changes you are becoming much bigger person. Because a lot of times changes expands people, because you're not able to expand yourself and become bigger, better without change. So I truly believe that we always need to do first what we committed to before we do what we want to do. I hope we'll choose to win, and see you tomorrow.